What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Oliver Pagel, your Clarksville real estate agent. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming in today. Today we have a good one. We're going into some questions, and I'm going to give you some answers along the lines of staging. So, should you stage your house for a sale? And the answer might just surprise you. The answer to that question is yes, you should stage your house. However, it does not mean to professionally stage your house, right? You could just declutter in certain things like that. Now, why would staging even matter, right? Staging a house involves arranging furniture and decor to showcase the property's best features and create an inviting atmosphere to sell your home, right? Nobody wants to walk into an atmosphere where it's like, this is kind of sketchy, or this is dirty, this isn't clean, so on and so forth. Now, this really does help you sell your home, right? NAR says it's 3 to 30 times effective if you just declutter, you show the aesthetic of your house. Now we'll go into how you stage your home, right? So like I said earlier, all you really need to do is showcase the best portions of your property. And that really just means to declutter your house and make it neutral. So something that is super simple is just taking out your trash, cleaning up after yourself, making sure that there's no miscellaneous things laying around. So if you do that and it's warm and inviting, people are most likely going to be like, wow, this is a nice place, and they can see themselves living in there. The issue arises when you have, or when the seller has personal property that they like hanging up on the walls and whatnot, right? The goal is to see or have the buyer see themselves living in your house. Now, what happens if they don't like certain things in your home, right? An example would be a deer head or multiple deer heads on the wall. At least for Tennessee, that is a pretty common occurrence, right? If you have a deer head on the wall, someone's coming in that doesn't really like hunting, maybe take that deer head off, maybe just leave one up instead of your 10 or 15, right? And that in itself right there gives you a little bit of a style on your home. However, they can see themselves, even if they have a completely different style, living in that home as well. So that is something that I would absolutely do. And there are a couple other things, such as white bed sheets, white towels. White in itself makes everything look crisp and clean and neat, and that is something that you probably want if you want to sell your house to someone. Some other things include putting certain decor out. So, like in your kitchen, you could leave an oil, a nice bottle of oil out, like a vegetable oil, extra virgin olive oil, stuff like that. Something that's nice, aesthetic, and pleasing, right? Of course, clean up after yourself. Do not leave dishes out. However, if it's just clean, nice, and it looks overall better than what the other properties look like that we're going to go look at, if that is the case, and they're going to remember you, and they're going to be like, wow, that property was actually very nice, it was very well kept, and then they're not going to be second guessing themselves on like, I wonder what else is wrong with the property. If they can't keep this property up and running like this, what is it that I'm not seeing that could be the issue with this property? All right, some of the key benefits of staging, right? We'll go through this. This is just a list of why I think staging is a good thing to do and why you should absolutely do it. Enhancing the visual appeal, right? You want to sell your home, so what you should do is you should make sure it's visually appealing, right? Staged homes tend to look more attractive than homes that people have lived in. And I understand that it is pretty much impossible to be like, okay, don't do anything in this home. But if you just clean up after yourself, that'll definitely help that visual appeal. You could also highlight the space and functionality of that area. So by arranging the furniture and decor in a certain area, you could absolutely sell that space to the person that's looking at your house. Why? Because if you strategically place those things, those items, decor, furniture, and so on, they could visualize themselves living there and be like, wow, that is a very good place to put a couch, right? For example, if you put a couch certain ways, it can make that living space look bigger. If you put the couch the other way, it can make the living space look smaller, and therefore maybe they would be turned off by that. Creating a memorable experience. So those staged homes, those well staged homes, really do create a memorable experience, and that is absolutely what you want to have, right? You want to have a lasting impression on those buyers that are looking to go into your house, right? If they are looking at 3 4 other houses at the same time, you should probably want them to remember your home. And by doing that, the single best way to do that is to stage your house. That's not necessarily meaning that you have to spend more money, but like I said, just declutter and make sure that the entire house is clean, white bed sheets, so on and so forth, and makes it pop. So if you can be memorable, that in itself is a huge, huge win and will get your home sold for top dollar basically right away. Another benefit of staging your home is that you can potentially have higher offers on that home, right? So studies have shown that staged homes often sell for higher prices and spend less time on the market. So when you are staging your home, you have to think about that as an investment in yourself and in your home. So if the only thing that you're really worried about is, hey, can I sell my home? If you stage it, I mean, you are 3 to 30 times more likely, according to NAR, National Association of Realtors, to sell that home for top dollar. And even if something happens, right, you could potentially get higher offers on that home just because it's very visually appealing, and a whole bunch of people think that, wow, that is a beautiful house, that's a beautiful home, and I can envision myself living in that house forever or for the next couple of years. Okay, so in conclusion, honestly, you don't really need to stage your house by a professional stager. If you need help, there are free resources on the internet to get you to from point A to point B in staging your home and maximizing the space that you have in your house. So although staging might not be a strict requirement here in Clarksville, Tennessee, it really does help you in the end. And by having that visual appeal, by being memorable, you can absolutely have a competitive edge over anyone else in the market when it comes to selling your home, right? There's only so many buyers out there right now since it is a seller's market. So if you do stage your home, you will have uh, a substantial advantage against the other people that are not staging their home. So with that being said, hey, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys need to buy or sell a house in Clarksville, Tennessee, please reach out. I'll leave my contact information down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.